Have you ever felt the air shift before you even understood why? Emma Cole did. She was crossing the campus courtyard when the light above her dimmed. At first, she thought it was a passing cloud. But then the ground began to tremble, and heads all around her tilted skyward. It wasn't a cloud. Two Black Hawk helicopters tore through the sky, their blades carving the morning air like steel predators circling overhead. Gasps rippled through the crowd as students shielded their faces, some fumbling for their phones, unsure if this was a drill or something far more real. And then Emma's breath caught in her chest. On the side of the lead helicopter, painted in bold, unmistakable letters, was her name. Emma Cole. Just hours ago she had been invisible, another weary nursing student carrying too many assignments and a backpack that felt heavier than her frame could handle. 21 years old, with a coffee-stained notebook tucked under her arm and a smile she rarely offered these days. No one ever asked about the faint scar along her left forearm. Few noticed the constant flicker of her eyes, scanning exits and faces as if danger could be hiding anywhere. Because no one here knew the truth. Before she carried textbooks, she had carried lives. 2 years earlier she had been a medic in a desert where the air reeked of diesel, dust, and blood. She had learned to seal wounds while bullets cracked in the distance, to press her hands to the chest of a boy who looked her age while whispering, "Stay with me," until his eyes dimmed. She had survived more than once, but survival had left her quieter than death ever could. And when she came home, there was no parade, no medals, no applause. Only silence, heavy and unrelenting. Now that silence was shattered. The helicopters dipped lower, bending trees and sending papers whirling across the courtyard like frightened birds. Students whispered, voices sharp with curiosity. A man in a suit stepped forward, frowning. "This is a school," he muttered, as if the words might undo what was happening. But Emma already knew the truth. They had not come for anyone else. Her past had finally found her. That night in the desert, when her unit was ambushed and fire lit the sky, she had crawled through burning sand to drag a trapped soldier free. She hadn't known until later that the young man she saved was no ordinary soldier. He was the son of a general. She never mentioned it. She asked for no medals, no interviews. She wanted nothing more than to blend into ordinary life and finish her degree unseen. But today, ordinary had ended. The Blackhawks landed with hurricane force, their rotors whipping the air into chaos. Soldiers stepped down in perfect formation, boots striking the pavement with a rhythm that silenced the courtyard. "We're here for Emma Cole," the lead soldier announced. The words tore through the crowd, sparking ripples of shock. Students gaped. Professors froze. Emma did not move. She didn't need to, because the side door of the helicopter swung open and a figure stepped down. Tall. Familiar. Alive. It was the same soldier she had dragged from fire and sand. He walked straight toward her, his voice steady yet thick with emotion. "You saved my life. Today we honor yours." The courtyard fell silent. No cheers, no applause, just a heavy stillness, the kind that speaks louder than noise ever could. Every student, every professor, even the man in the suit stood motionless, their faces changed by the weight of the moment. The soldier turned, his voice rising above the thrum of the blades. "True strength isn't found in the noise you make. It's found in the lives you lift when no one is watching." Emma swallowed hard, her throat tightening with unshed words, but she didn't speak. She stepped forward instead, climbed into the waiting helicopter, and vanished into the sky. Behind her, the courtyard remained hushed, filled with whispers, questions, and the lingering awe of what they had witnessed. Because sometimes the quietest person in the room carries the loudest history. And perhaps the real question is this: who around you has fought battles you'll never see?